What's up, people? You know, one of these mornings I'm just gonna come on the air and I'm gonna tell you how great everything's been working out. For me. Would be great. Personally, for me. Because for you guys, it's always awesome. No matter what I do. You just keep embracing the horror, get involved in whatever I'm talking about, and you're making money. Even if there's one of you out there who I speak to on the phone now. This guy, we call each other on the phone now because it's so amazing how he just does everything I tell him to do. And he does the things that I don't tell him to do. He really knows how to exploit me for the loser that I am. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. So yesterday, after the close, yesterday was an insane, just another one of those days where whatever I did, he would just go in and get involved after I got out, and he had another great day. But it gets worse, okay? Because at 4 o'clock we had the Google numbers, okay? And after hours trading has not been my friend because just very volatile, and I have no luck, and things go wrong for me, and they get really wrong in the aftermarket. But yesterday, well, first of all, let's talk about where I think the market is, okay? I think the market was due for a sell-off, but I was hoping it would come with a gap up. We'd sell that gap up, people would get nervous, and then we would continue that into a sell-off, almost like a capitulation top or a blow-off top. So when Google started going down initially on the earnings report, I figured my plans were over. But then Google started going back up along with the BIDU. So I was thinking, all right, we're setting up good. But then I saw BIDU hit 210 and Google hit 410 in the aftermarket. And I'm sitting there watching it, a little distracted by the dry ships coming out with some news that I got involved at that at 580. Quickly sold it at 6, of course. Now it looks like it's going to go probably to 7.5 like I said it was going to go. With dry ships, it's either they were going out of business or the stock might recover to 20. So buying it around $3 or $4, that's what you were betting on. Either you were going to lose 3 or 4 points, or the stock was going to recover and probably go back to 15, 20 bucks. Because if there's going to be a shipping recovery, they're going to recover as a stock. So let's go back to where I thought the market was going to go. With Google gapping up, the market probably was going to gap up, and then that sell-off scenario was intact. But then it starts to dwindle off there in the aftermarket. So I put a shot out there on the BIDU, thinking that it's probably going to get sucked back to that big number of 200. So I shorted some at 207. And it's sitting there. Like a little stubborn little bitch. As Google is falling apart, I'm thinking I'm going to cash in on this BIDU trade. And it's just sitting there, ignoring everything. I'm like, Google's falling apart and BIDU's sitting there. Why? Please, for one time, let me make some money. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm putting a bid in at 205. If it goes down 2 points, I'm out. Walk out the door, come back. My price was already hit. The stock's trading at 200. It doesn't matter. After hours, whatever. As long as I get out of something, it'll move. And 198 right now. Dry ship 615. Market gapping down. I don't know. All I can tell you right now is last night I got some new tarp. And I was taking a hit of this thing last night. And I looked to my left, convinced I was just in the middle of a conversation. Alright? I'm thinking, yeah, man, so what? Then I realized there was nobody there. I mean, I saw somebody in my peripheral vision. Conversation was going on in my brain. All that, materialized in a matter of a second. And then I realized I was just retarded. Yeah, a lot of you might have actually caught on to that whole concept of retardation possibility with this guy. But you know what? No matter what you think. Oh, and also, if you're going to post something on one of my comments, like I said, you could call me a douchebag, an arrogant asshole. I love when people call me arrogant. Being arrogant about being a loser, that's genius. But you call me arrogant, ugly, bald. Sometimes I have snot coming out of my nose. things going on in my face, just calling me, what was the other one the other week? I don't know, whatever. But if you're going to put a post there saying you lost money by listening to what I tell you to do, you got to justify that, asshole, all right? Don't be putting comments there that you've lost money by using whatever system you want to call, because we don't call my thing a system. This is magic, my friends. Magic. So if you're going to say you lost on it, at least qualify yourself. Tell me exactly what happened, because I will disprove that shit. Okay? Maybe if you're looking back when I said you might want to buy some stocks in like, I don't know, April of last year, and you held on till today, maybe you lost some money. But if you know what's going on, I'm always saying go to cash. Whatever. I'm not going to justify yourself, all right there, buddy? Don't be throwing comments out there saying you lost money. But I know you because you're just another anonymous douchebag throwing something out there just to be an asshole because you got nothing to back it. I lost 10 grand you listening to this guy. No, you didn't. All right. So, I'm going to go play with my imaginary friend because right now, everything I want to do is done already. So, I'm hoping that this market doesn't rebound today, even though it's probably going to go back up. We're going to probably manage to get flat. Google's going to probably end at like 400, and BIDU will be at like 220. Some stupid ass rally. Remember, it's options expiration. So what I'm going to be doing for the first half hour of the day is try to find some stocks that are trading at or near some strikes. Maybe give some nickel options a shot for some sort of debacle maybe at the end of the day, or some absurd rally that we might have. But with the dry ships, if you want to be an investor in the stock, here's what I've been doing. I've been selling puts on the stock. Once I was convinced that the stock wasn't going out of business, this is what I've been doing. Instead of buying stocks of companies, once I've convinced that they're not going out of business, like the US deal, I sold out of the stock, but I sold $20 puts, leaps. I took in some money. So basically, if the stock stays above 20 for the next 8 or 9 months, I get to keep the premium. I think we've explained that enough times, what selling naked puts is all about. So with the dry ships, the 250 puts were trading at 75 cents not too long ago. So basically what that says is, as long as the stock stays above 250 till expiration, I get to keep that 75 cents. So that's the way I've been playing a lot of stocks, like the Joy Global and the BIDU. I sold $140 puts on that stock back when it was 170. All right, let's go party time, and I don't know. I'm just very upset right now about everything. And also, some people, I got an email wanting me to lose my mind more, show some weaponry. I'm holding back, baby. I got some big plans this summer. Got to hold some of that energy and wackiness for the streets, because we're going to be hitting the streets soon. We're going to be playing a lot of games with people. Where's the Money Madoff's going to be a fun game. That's where we just run up to people that remotely look like Bernie Madoff, and after a while, it's people that don't look like Bernie Madoff, trust me. And we just run up to them asking them, where's the money, and then we run away. So it's a lot of fun. Once the weather gets warm, that's what it's all about. We're going to be hitting the streets. We're going to have some fun. And that's it. Just make sure you tell your friends to come to this website, okay? It's hitthebid.com. Hitthebid.com already, all right? There's some people out there trying to build some websites to compete with my idea that's coming. See, I know I have a good idea about this social networking kind of website where all the traders hang out and frolic. So, because I know I've seen a couple of them pop up. But they don't have the Krulster as their leader, their fearless leader to lead you into battle. Yeah. So anyway, welcome all you noobs. If you don't know what's going on exactly, just hang out in the chat room, because the gems come. Like if you were in the chat room after I got out of that BIDU at 205, I told you might as well short BIDU because it's gapping down at least 5 more points tomorrow. That's an 8-point move. Same thing with the FSLR, same thing with everything, same thing with everything!